Shout out to everybody here on the loft. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you as we get this countdown. Get ready. Get yourself situated. Get some water. Stretch your back. We're about to do 2 hours of hardcore work. We're going to find out a lot about this market every single day. No days off, baby. Fridays, baby. Fridays. Crypto is life. Let's go, baby! See my nice little background? Of course, all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. The Wi-Fi stopped working. Connected to my lights. And we're having a problem. I don't know what. It does this randomly it does this. I don't know why. Let me see here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We are pumping Bitcoin 68,400 to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here. I'm a one-man show, so don't worry about it. Yeah, eventually, something. Yeah, I have no idea why it won't connect to my, it's weird. It's like the cleaning people came in and I don't think they did anything. And now the settings are off. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, let's get back into it. Let me pull up the screen in the background here. I'll be honest, I'm a routine guy, and I'm very routine. The second my routine is thrown off, I somehow get thrown off. I had cleaning people in here today, and I just like, it just threw me off. I didn't do my workout. I didn't do my regular stuff. Throws me out. I am also watching the charts a lot too, so. But I want to get this lighting back up and running here. And why is that doing that now? So professional. So professional. You've never seen more pro status than that. You know what I mean? Crazy. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's put the limit into the water. 68,440 for Bitcoin. And let's get it started. So out of nowhere somehow, my lights just, they were on all last night. Everything was fine. But obviously, my lights. Anyway, I would like to get into the charts right now, but now I'm kind of like, why are my lights not turning on? What's going on here? Yeah, I'll just keep trying it. Eventually they seem to kick on, but I don't know. I'll turn on my top light, maybe. All right, Bitcoin 68,500 for the pump. Let's see what's happening as we get into BTC. Who cares about the lighting? It's not even about it. It's about the money. Let's get those gains, baby. Shout out to anyone that took a trade with me. You are in the gains right now. Let's talk about the trade. Let's show you what happened here. And let's break it down. I'm inside of this trade right now. It's pumping to the upside, booming up 4%. We have $1,600 at 6/6 leverage, $90,000 trade. And we want to see if we can get to 71,000. That would technically be the target here of this symmetrical triangle, which is a 50-50 pattern that's breaking to the upside. So I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. So far, so good. I took the long last night. We dipped a little bit below the 200 MA. We got back above it on the 1 hour time frame. And that told me not to leave and to continue to push forward. So far, so good for Bitcoin. Super exciting times to be alive. And this is great. This is absolutely amazing. So we are in the gains. You can move your stop loss to break even if you want it even, or shave even a little bit of the risk there. I'm going to let it just kind of chill, but I want to see this thing continue. We're going to do our top-down analysis. But look at that, baby. I just said be careful of that head and shoulders, but I said I'm long. So it didn't matter what I drew there. I told you I was long, baby, long. Shout out to anyone that was long with the lifer. God bless each and every one of you for kicking it with me every single day. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Apologize for the lateness. Apologize for the technical difficulties. But that's what makes this show a real show. Every single day, this is real. You know what I mean? 1,400 days. And it's funny, I always put the lights on in the morning. I didn't put them on this morning for whatever reason. Never do. It's just weird, right? Then I show up and boom. But I am a man of habit. It takes very little to throw me off. I got to be better. That's a weakness of mine, I guess, in a way. Because it just took the cleaning people for my whole life to get thrown off. You know what I mean? But it's just, you know, they have to come into my office first and clean. So I can't be in here. And then so then it makes me like lack of discipline. And then like I didn't work out today. That was my excuse. Because the cleaning people were here, you know? So, but normally I would just get to brass tacks. See, I don't give myself a reason to make an excuse. I just do it. To be honest, yeah, no one wants to work. I work out really hard. I don't want to do those workouts. They hurt. They really do. To look lean and look great, you have to put yourself through some, you know, through some ups and downs. See, there they go. The lights came in. Just, I don't know what it is, man. Some type of delays. But shout out to everybody. We're back to normal here. Thank goodness it's Friday. I love you guys. Hope you're ready for a nice, relaxing weekend. Hey, you never know, right? We might get the pump of a lifetime this weekend. It may not be relaxing at all. It might be Pumptober. Shout out to Sean. Thank you so much for the pinned comment. Shout out for all my beautiful souls here on the live. Everybody jumping on it, making this an amazing live stream. And we're going to kick it with you. Let's start with our top-down analysis. But you're in the trading group. You're in along. And we're in gains right now. And you can see I want to see this thing move to the upside. And that's what we're looking for BTC. And I'm going to do your top-down analysis later on today as well for Bitcoin. You're going to get it all, but you're also going to get total three, Bitcoin dominance, Tether dominance, S&P futures. You're really going to get a look at what's happening. Gold. I might even throw Tesla in there. I don't remember when I made my Tesla call. Hey, team, could you go through the live and find out? Remember, I made a Tesla call like 3 weeks ago. I said, this is definitely your bottom for Tesla. This is the time to buy Tesla. I said, I'm telling you right now, this is highly likely the move. And I just want that on camera because, like, I want credit for all these calls, man. I make a lot of calls, and I'm bold. I put my reputation on the line. Like, people could either mock me or say, wow. And I'm telling you, man, we called the S&P both Octobers in a row. Like, you could sell right now and be done with it. Anyway, was like 5 days ago. I took the Tesla call. Thank you. Shout out to Crypto Andrew. Did anybody take the Tesla call? Did anybody see what I was seeing on the Tesla chart? The charts will show you what's likely going to happen every single time. It's absolutely amazing how amazingly strong the charts are. Was like 5 days ago. I did in stocks with my old man. Charts tell the future. How is the weather in Florida? The weather is absolutely beautiful. Today is a beautifully gorgeous day. I was just saying that to somebody. Like, today is going to be an absolutely gorgeous day here in Florida. Like, I feel bad for y'all. Anyone that doesn't live in Florida, I feel bad. It is just weird. We get the most beautiful weather. And we don't have to, you know, and it doesn't rain. Like, it hasn't rained here in days. And we get a lot of rain. Like, we get enough rain at the right time. Blessings. You going swimming today with the kids? I might. You never know. It's always a possibility. Like, any given day is a day I'm in the pool or at the beach or doing something. We're avoiding the beach recently because of all the storm surge. It's created a lot of pollution, a lot of backed up sewage. And so, sad to say, just the beach got cleaned for just a nice, and then Milton just roughed it up again. So unless you want to like be basically drinking fecal bacteria, unless you're going pretty far off coast or something, and then you could be in shark territory and stuff. So it's sad to say a lot of people are avoiding the beach, man. You know, the beaches aren't as crowded as they've been. The weather there is simply incredible. Yeah. When I lived in Singapore, I began to miss having seasons. Portugal is the best of both worlds. Sam, where's your billiards room in your new house? You're funny. North Carolina has fall leaves. Crisp. Yeah. Don't feel bad. I'm not there yet. I really don't have a place for the billiard. It's kind of sad. Yeah. I downsized 500 square feet to stay in the community I was in. I had to. There was no other option at the time. And I wasn't going to sell Bitcoin. I didn't have enough cash to comfortably, in my humble opinion. Anyway, Bitcoin held above 67,200. Enough about what I'm doing. I mean, it doesn't matter. 67,200. That's the key point here for BTC. That's all we want is the weekly to close above 67.2. And it looks like we're going to do that with flying colors and actually give us a little more on top of that. So I love what I'm seeing here. I would like to get this pretty much at 67.2. There you go. 196 is good enough. And that's bullish pin bar, right? That's a bullish flag. I mean, a bullish candle. If we close like that with a giant wick to the upside, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I like what I'm seeing for Bitcoin on the weekly. And it's going to close really nice on the weekly time frame. Wow, look at the 3-day getting strong with the bullish retest. And we just retested the top trend line. I mean, it was just a normal retest. You came down, made sure that was strong, made sure people want to buy. They bought in fast and furiously, and we got the bump. Look at the daily retest to the upside. And the daily now flipping green, getting strong. Looks like we're getting a bit of a pump here for Bitcoin, baby. Let's go. The short squeeze came on, baby. 68,640. My trading group is in gains again. Sammy did it again with the stop loss that never got hit. The everyday hitter never quitter, baby. Sammy Price, man. Let's go, man. Crypto lifers, bro. Shout out to each and every one of you for kicking it. Shout out to each and every one of you for believing. Shout out to each and every one of you for always being here. May God bless you all, man. I got to trade on every single exchange I have, man. WEEX, banging on them to the upside. I'm growing this small account. I'm telling you, 900 to 1820. I banged it on it. I doubled this little baby account. Showing you that anything is possible. And you can, you will, you are the best, baby. Shout out to WEEX. I love WEEX too. I like the colors. And look, WEEX, once I get up there, look, I'm trading that stop loss a little. I'm shaving it. I'm taking off the risk. 68,600 for Bitcoin. And Sammy called along this morning, even though there was some bearishness, even though it didn't look great. I stayed long, baby. I stayed long. And you can see me here in the trading group. I am still long until I show you the loss or the win. And so far, it's looked like we're going to be able to show you a couple wins here. Woo! I like it. I like it. And look, that was $300 in the trade, made $80. I mean, if you were able to take $80 out of 300 consistently, you're going to grow an account. You are going to grow an account. That's a little far away for the 21. 1 hour looks good. We're going to look at the smaller time frames and see what's happening for BTC. But we got the pump, everybody. We got the pump. Is it sustainable? Do we have enough liquidity? I say the bears are few and far between here, and we've already crushed them nicely. And 69,000, look at that, is close and looks like we're headed up to 69K. BOOKMAP also is, agreeing with me that we will be getting a bit of a pump here to 69,000. Even there's a 70K window, and then the liquidity to the downside kind of is, lackluster. There's far more red above us. BOOKMAP shows you where the liquidity is. When there's a lot of buys or sells, the more sells up here, they're going to pull the price into sell pressure. They're going to hit 69.6, 70,000. All right? So it's more likely we go to the upside based on BOOKMAP and based on my probabilities, but you never know. I mean, that's a shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder. That's a complex inverted head and shoulder. Understand? Shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, and shoulder. Complex inverted head and shoulder, 68,650 for Bitcoin. And we are pumping to the upside, doing damage here. And I got 2 trades cooking. And here we go, man. Nice little pump here to the upside for Bitcoin. I want to take a look at my 1 minute. It probably just crossed the 200 and ripped. It did. That's my signal for gains. All you have to do is wait for I was already in the trade, so I didn't need that, but I could have showed you this live trade right now. Once that candle closed, I would have opened it like I do. And then you would have seen me made mad gains in front of you. I probably would have sold this pump up because I do that a lot. But man, look, buying when the price action crosses the 200 MA, I mean, never been a sweeter move right there. And right there, like, you don't have to be smart. You don't have to be amazing. You don't even have to back test like me. I'm giving you my years of data. Like, you're so lucky. It's all here for you. It's all here. Bang. Like, and you can scalp in and out, $100 here, $200 there, and you continue to grow accounts. That's how accounts grow. Green, 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 green. Not waiting every single day for the dream trade. Just taking it. People who think this is luck simply do not understand TA. I got people staring at me as you scream, driving down the road. Life for baby. Oh, man. Official Gem Class Podcast. Just the call in the DMs, lifer. And look at my team, man. My team's so on point, it's ridiculous. They don't miss a beat. They don't miss a moment. They don't miss a second. I have the best team on earth. No one works harder than my team. No one's more on point, more detailed, more goal-orientated than my team, man. Shout out to Janie. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Sean. Gia Burke, everyone behind the scenes, my wife, and everybody at Danny on the ones and twos. Shout out to everybody here that makes this show amazing. We love you. We appreciate you. 68,700 for Bitcoin. And wow. Are they doing maintenance or something? I'm like, wow, I was like about to say, like we were just like. So everything moving smooth here for BTC. Nice scalperino. And really just keeping the stop loss below the 200 MA on the 1 hour and seeing where we can go. Okay, let's get back into the top-down analysis. So we talked about the daily doing damage. I said it'd be cool if the daily makes some type of flag here. And it may even this might even just be the tiny flag, and then that's all we might need. Both measured moves take you somewhere 75.6 into 76, 78,000. They're both all-time highs for Bitcoin, right? And look at that daily now, showing signs of strength. It looks like we may be making, we could make some type of ascending triangle here. We don't know exactly how it's going to form. But the beauty was, remember when we got this high, I said we're too far for the 21. We need to come back to it. We did that. And that suffices my probability. Once that happens, I'm released. I'm like, oh, I can long now. Someone who doesn't use the strategy, I'm like, man, I could teach you guys so much. Anyway, so the 8-hour bullish engulfing candle looking really nice too. And, you're just seeing some type of consolidation here for BTC. We don't know exactly how it's going to play out. I'm not telling you, but it's playing out better than it was before. 4-hour looking lovely with a bit of a cup and a handle. Let's take a look at this cup and handle, this inverted head and shoulder on the 4-hour time frame. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, inverted head and shoulder for Bitcoin. Likely to play up as well. We're starting to build the case. See, I don't just go on one time frame. I go on multiple time frames for what's called confluence. I want to see that multiple time frames are showing me, when I flip that 15, I want to rely on that daily. When I flip that 1, peace and blessings. Can we peep ADA? Heard some juicy news. Love to the lifers. Yeah, it's going to start you can start, there's coins that you can mine on the Bitcoin network. And therefore, when Bitcoin verifies the most secure network in the world, it makes your coin even more. And that's Elastos. I got into Elastos yesterday. I sat with my man, Mr. Mitchell, Sasha Mitchell, who really helped create bell2.org. Everyone, bell2.org is going to change your life. We did an amazing interview. I'm not sure when it's going to come out, but probably maybe next week, but it's awesome. I don't want to say too much until the interview drops because I want you to be excited about what we're saying in there. But it's amazing, and it changes the face of Bitcoin forever and really shows where we could go. So look at that move there for Bitcoin. Nice pump. 68,700, and the shorts are getting squeezed again. How many times do I show up here to a short squeeze for Bitcoin? How many times do we show up here to a short squeeze for Bitcoin? And unbelievable. Yeah, Cardano and Bitcoin are integrating. Cardano basically a layer 2 for Bitcoin. Exactly. That's what I was seeing. I read a tweet by Charles Hoskinson, and that's what he was saying. Seemed like he was, tapping in, taproots, get it? Tapping into the Bitcoin network. Interesting. I'm excited to see that. 1,300 people here on the live. Welcome to the live stream. Remember, I teach a live class tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 12:30 Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Live, baby, live. If you want more of me, if you want to sit with me, hear a half an hour of my life story, learn when I got into Bitcoin, how I got into Bitcoin, some of my investments that got me where I'm at today, and really understand my world and get some key details to success. I also will go over my entire trading strategy, give you a 9-point checklist and a PowerPoint with 9 pages showing you what I look for when I get into the trades and why. I'm going to turn you into an amazing lifer, into a trader that's ready to rock. You're going to be awesome. You're going to be able to take these markets by storm the way I do. And, you're going to be showing your gains every day like I get to. You're going to feel free. You're not going to lose all the time. Hopefully, if you can take advantage of this, I hope. I can't tell you. I can't say you're not, I don't know what you're going to do. You can get emotional and ruin it. But once you understand the knowledge, the emotions begin to drift away. You have more control when you have the data because you can see what's likely going to happen. Like this flag's likely going to play out. We looked at the 7-minute flag, right? And I told all my students to watch the 7-minute flag, right? Bang. I mean, I'm not a genius. I'm a very simple man. Look, that's a cup and handle too. That's why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy, you see, because there's your cup and handles banging to the upside over and over and over again. The cup and handle is the most explosive pattern. When it does break out, look, it goes straight. Look, the 7 minutes away from the 21. It's a Friday. You see what I'm saying? So that means I got to take some profit somewhere. The 1 hour also did get above the 200 MA. But look, that's likely going to come right back down somewhere, or at least go sideways for a bit here for Bitcoin. Wow, 68,700 though. And we're starting it. You're in the money now if you took the trade. You were in the money if you took the trade. At this point, that stop loss can go basically right to break even here for me on this trade. I can't lose the trade, you see? And now we just let it cook for the rest of the day. I could get stopped out of break even, but maybe it just continues to pay. So that's what I'm excited about. That's what I'm happy about. Right? And you're in gains again, man. If you're in my trading group, you're in gains again. I can't reiterate how amazing that is and how consistency we are. I'm not saying I don't miss. Sometimes I might call along or I might be off, but I'd say at least 8 out of 10 times I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it hard. So shout out to everybody here. Blessings on blessings. If you kick it with me every single day, you don't take days off, you're feverish about this price action the way I am, and you just can't stop, won't stop. I love y'all, and you guys are my life force. You guys are that inspiration that keeps me moving to a higher level. So blessings on blessings to everybody here. There'd be no show without any of y'all. So I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate it. So I'm just going to let these cook. And see, it's interesting. One I use 1,600, one I use 300, right? See, just two different trades, just higher leverage, but made the same amount of money, basically, which is pretty interesting. The trades were made at different times too, though. Okay. And why did I know we're going to pull back? Look at that 7 away from the 21-day moving average. That's got to come back. It's just likely, right? What I like, though, is the 1 hour breaking above the 200 MA. What we want to see is just basic, sideways price action. Let me just get rid of this projection for right now and show you what I see happening. So this was the flag that I had drawn, and we were looking for the breakout. because price action was getting extra tight. And we had the cup and the handle. We do have a resistance right here we seem to be hitting. I mean, we have the one right there, and then we have this like little local one where we bounce that support right there. That will create a slight resistance because there was support there. And again, the measured move is that, right? That's what I'm seeing. It's about 71,150. So yeah, I mean, Bitcoin, baby, on the 1 hour time frame, shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder, kind of deranged, shoulder, head, right shoulder. It's interesting how even this head and shoulder broke down and hit the exact measured move like it was supposed to. That's a head and shoulder pattern, and look how it dumped right to the wick. Came. It's amazing. If people that say the patterns don't work, man, I could just sit here all day and show you patterns that work over and over and over again to the point of no return. And then you throw in moving averages and then you just become a Jeep. Look, the 50 is coming for that 200 MA. It's telling me there's a move coming for Bitcoin, and it's coming more than, you know, before we realize it. So yeah, Bitcoin all the way back down to 68,005. You know, it's just, that's the problem too. It's like, do you take quick gains or do you always wait for the bigger moment? But you know that's coming back to the 21. You just know it. Now you want the retest and the flag. So now you're like, okay, if you're bullish, the 7 minute will make a flag here and continue to rip. If you're bearish, you'll break back inside the pattern and lose the 200 MA. Very simple stuff. You're bullish, this makes a flag, you continue, or some type of falling wedge. Maybe you retest the top. You're bearish, you break that 200, you break this point of control, and if you lose 67.7, then you have to assume you're going back to 67.175. It's just very simple stuff for me. So like, you know, and again, the 7 minute will tell us what's going to happen in the next 2-3 hours. So like, we already have a pretty good game plan of where we're going to be at or how we're going to get there around 11, between 11 and, you know, 1 o'clock, between, well, let's say 12 and 12:30 and 2 o'clock. So, I mean, it's not rocket science. This stuff is not rocket science. All right. It's simple. I'll just flash close this one just to add more gains to the trades. I'm just going to keep building this one until I bring it up to, you know, 3,000. Then I'll start buying some altcoins, and I'll show you how I took set $900 and turned it into an altcoin portfolio. Basically, you know what I mean? Unbelievable. All right, I could transfer 300 of this and then buy some alt. That could 10x, turn into $3,000. I ended up turning this $900. If I'm smart, I could leverage trade this up to $3-4 grand, take out 2, put each in one coin that could 10x, right? Which is 20K. And then I still have the 2K. If the trade, and I'll keep trading again, do it again a couple times. Might hit even bigger over time. Might keep the 4K and flip it to 16. If I can take 2 to 4. And you know, the whole point is, it's like at the end of the day, there's a chance I can end up turning $900 into well over, let's just say 50, 60, 70, maybe even 100 grand if I really, really keep my mind on it. All right. And all doing, like, I have all these fun different strategies. Some people think it's all about holding and buying, but what about trading leverage into long-term holds? See, I talk about that all the time. Not many people do, but again, you need to know how to trade lev, like, and you need to be able to take advantage. I didn't trade leverage for 10 years of my life, and I really don't even suggest people do. You don't need to. You know, I'm not that guy that's like, you got to do it. I want, you know, please hit my link every day. You always see these guys, you know, I don't mind. I tell you where I trade. I trade MEXC and WEEX because that has the least amount of fees. Why would you pay more anywhere else? So I associate myself where you save the most amount of money. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. And around the world, we have people from around the world here, so it doesn't really matter your jurisdiction where you're from. We have people from around the world that watch the channel. Hit the link, jump on in today, and find out more, right? If you want to join the trading group, where you would have been in the money right now because you would have got the call, and you would have been able to, you know, take that ride up to 68,007 there. Hey, can you look at C6? Is this a project worth it? It's a new Web3. You know, I bought it, and I really liked it, but it really has been lackluster ever since I held it, so I want to trade it so bad, but again, I like that you don't trust yourself yet. Yep. Got the gain. I just said, send help. Who made gains today in the trading group? Who is up now in the group? Who was banging on them to the upside? Let me know if you did some damage today. And again, it's about, you know, we could see a bigger move here. I took some little profits there, but we could see a bigger move. We really could. Now we want to see the smaller time frames just reset a little bit. Like this 15 minute, but you know, we could still stay in this structure. That'd be cool if we do something like that. Funny, I've traded like 4-hour pennants. Well, I've traded 15-minute flags and like different trades inside of different trades. It's all about that long tool, baby. Didn't pause, right? All about the long tool. Didn't sound right, but it's called the long tool here, see? Long position, short or long position, I'll call it. Still pause, right? Funny. Let me take a long position. But look, 72,222, it would be the target. Let's see. And again, we're expecting this to reset a bit. And it may not. Maybe it continues to pump. That's why I got another trade open. But we're expecting this to reset, get tight. Then we can re-enter the trade yet again. You want to set that trade before, because at the time you may not have time. And you want to keep your emotions as calm, cool, and collected as possible. So everything you want to kind of be doing beforehand, if you can. And these ones I do like the 150, 3 to 1s, right? That's 3 to, and every once in a while I'll go harder. 130 for 430. I like it. So I keep that on ice. I'd like to see that do something of that. Now, maybe it pumps and I miss the opportunity. That's great. It's okay. Maybe it dumps and I don't make the trade. That's great. But if it does go sideways, it's telling me I should take the trade. So I already know what I should be doing when I should be doing it. You see, it's pretty awesome. That's why I like this strategy. Again, you do whatever makes you happy. And, right. So I'm at break even. I want to see these bulls step in and continue. See if we can make $500 to $600 today. If this thing can really continue to the upside, right? So we gave you a top-down analysis. We talked about Bitcoin from the weekly all the way down, all right? And we even gave you the 1 minute at one point, and we're sitting here on the 1 hour, which did a nice break to the upside. I gave these trades. I talked about them. We went over it many times. So yeah, yesterday was the 15-minute. Today, I believe it's the 15-minute yet again. Remember, I believe we watched this flag on the 15-minute yesterday. It eventually did break to the upside. Same idea here. We want to watch this. We want to flag out the 15. To me, the 15 should go somewhat sideways. The 21 should come. What should happen, and what I've seen happen many times in my life, is the 15-minute goes sideways, stays above support, because why? It broke out and it bounced right there, so it's telling us that's great. It goes sideways. The 21 comes inside. You know, it comes up inside to that pattern, and then boom. The stochastics might reset a little bit. They're not perfect. They might reset a couple times, but either way, we want to eventually see the flag with the stochastics pointing out, and the target somewhere about 69,550 for Bitcoin. All right. New amazing website. Yeah, check out the website. If you want to just learn, go to cryptolifer.com. I have a beautiful course in there that I put together, a depository of multiple videos and knowledge and information. So right off the bat, once you pay, you don't even have to take a call or anything or have anything like that. You will have interaction with me. I'm there all the time. I jump into the chat. I talk. I'm available basically dang near 24/7. I'm around. I was in there last night from 12 o'clock. I left. My last message was at 12:30. I'm back at 6:45. I am, I'm on that group. You guys are my life. I want to make sure that each and every one of you has a fulfilling life. My life is fulfilling, feels good. I want yours to be the same. So now they're kind of, they're flushing the shorts a little bit, and it looks so much more violent when you watch it on BOOKMAP. It's like, and remember, Friday is low volume, right? Friday is very low volume. Always be very careful on Friday. I don't go so hard on Friday. It's not my favorite day to trade. I'm even surprised I have a trade open. A lot of days I'm not even trading Friday, but I could see that there was some potential, and I wasn't going to give up on it. Even last night in the trading group, I said, I'm going to hedge along here just in case we boom, because we're in that stage where you never know. And I'd rather have something backed up. All right. 68,300 for Bitcoin, getting a bit of a pummeling. It was too far away from that 21. But, I didn't expect it to dump that. I wanted to kind of mill out. We'll see. This could become a wick. It's not guaranteed yet. We'll see what happens here. In the next 31 seconds, this candle will close. It'll be nice if the bulls could get a little bit of a wick back inside this pattern here. But the 21 is calling the name. Every time you gap for the 21, any time frame, you're going to come back to it. Crazy as it sounds, it just is what it is. Shout out to the 1,464 beautiful people here on the live. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? If you hold crypto, if you care about cryptocurrency, We're battling everyone out here from all the subject matters on YouTube. So if you hit the like button, you're going to help just cryptocurrency in general become more well known. It's not even really about me and my own personality and my lifestyle. I mean, you do help me. It's great. But at the end of the day, it's really about the fact that you help the overall space and you're invested in the overall space. So every time you hit the like button for anyone in the industry, you're helping your overall bags pump because you're helping more people learn about what you're into, right? So if you really truly believe in the industry, if you really are a crypto lifer, if you love me with all your heart, hit that like button with passion, with love. Know you did it with good karmatic, recourse, and, live in love, light, and happiness, my friends. You've got this. You can, you will, you are the best. All right. May God bless everybody here on the live, and thank you so much for being here. Moment of prayer. Why not? Dear Lord, thank you for my healthy family. Last night, all my children went to bed, and they woke up beautifully healthy, and they had a beautiful day. May they have another beautiful day today. May all 3 of my kids stay healthy and have a wonderful day. May all your children be healthy and have a wonderful day. May your families have a great weekend. May you pay attention. May all things go well for you. May God bless everybody here on the stream. May God bless all the lifers and everyone else in the world. May the world be filled with most positive energy we can find. May we live in light, love, and happiness. And no matter how much tragedy we go through or what happens to us, help us learn to cut closer to God and not further away. Amen. Okay, back to the stream. So, yeah, we're seeing if we can get a bit of a retest like Bitcoin did before off this top trend line. Almost feels like we may be back inside the pattern a little bit there, right? That's a fake out breakout in a way. And it's low volume Friday. Expect funny business. I always do on Fridays. It's just, I was surprised we got the move we did, and it was, but look at that. Boom, 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 right? And now we got to reconnect with the 21 and just, we go back inside this pattern. We break this point of control. Same old scenario. We lose the 200 MA on the 1 minute. Like, we're watching all these same things that I say every single day, right? It's the same thing. It's the old process. We just, we recreate it every new day. And we get ready. So pretty good handle on Bitcoin. We want to see this retest here. If we do get the retest, good chance we get to 69.5. If we fall back inside the pattern, good chance we go back to 67,002. We just want to close above 67.2 on the weekly. We know where we stand, and that's awesome. All right, I'm going to pause this for a second, and we're going to play the Tesla call. Somewhere below 142, and we're going to take it to 600. You can write it down right here. Entry now, stop loss at 142, take profit at 660, 648, and I'm sticking to it. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, tight moving averages on the daily oversold. 2-week chart, weekly chart, kind of resetting, getting ready for a move. I see Tesla about to break out and break out hard. Something's happening with Tesla. I don't know what it is, but the charts say, that robot, something's going to come out. I don't know what's going on. Show me the charts and I'll show you the news. Bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom here too as well. Ready to rock to the upside for Tesla. I am very, very bullish on Tesla. You just opened up a can of worms for me, baby. Someone asked about Tesla 3 days ago. 10,000 viewers saw this, absolutely nailed it. Let's take a look at what happened to Tesla after I went over that. And again, it's not about me and my ego. This is not about, oh, look at me. I do get the, fine. I get the reputation. People know me as the guy. But this is about you guys in the technical analysis. Technical analysis plays out over and over again. All right. Funny, I always put the USDT over every ticker. And I don't know why they can't find it. Right. So I was super bullish on Tesla. I was saying there was about to be a breakout. Right. And I went over all the reasons why it looked very bullish to me. I said, something's happening for Tesla. Something's going on. And then boom, right. It goes from 219 and it rips all the way to 264. Right, and it gets above the 200-day moving average on the 3-day chart. It's tight inside here. Now, it doesn't mean it can't come down a little bit more, but man, bang, right? And so the charts were showing me that the daily was about to break out. I said the stochastics were low, right? The moving averages were tight. I can smell when something's going to move. I don't care if it's an altcoin. I don't care if it's Forex. I don't care if it's a security. My strategies are stone cold. I'm telling you right now, if you stick with me for the, and again, of course I want to run my mouth, sell his courses. The problem is too many people do the nonsense. And sometimes even when I'm doing it, it sounds like the same thing, but mine ain't the same, man. I show and prove every single day from all different assets around the world. No BS. Look, there's the cup and the handle in a way there. It really was. Like, I mean, it's just, it's why they call me Samuel Cup and Handle, right? There's your cup. right? There's your handle. And this thing blasts, you know, it just looks absolutely wonderful. Sammy, cup it handy to the upside. You know, what a time to be alive. So Tesla, baby, with the big move to the upside, and shout out to anyone that may or may not have caught that on an options call, whatever you did with it. And now that stop loss can be shaved for beautifully, and you're in the gains. You are in the gains, and with barely any risk at this point, right? And again, I didn't tell, you know, I'm just saying it's up to you if you did it. It's your move. But I'm just, you know, I never do anything someone does online, and you shouldn't either. Yeah, and it says Tesla surge after its third quarter results. Beat expectations, fueled by better margins and an optimistic forecast for vehicle deliveries. I mean, and it keeps going up in value over time. They've been doing pretty dang good. If you look at the balance sheet and how much revenue they've created over the years. Anyway, let's get back to brass tacks and BTC. Bitcoin getting the nice bounce like we wanted it here, making a bit of a flag. All we want to do is have this make some type of flag. One of two scenarios, it could even make a flag like so. We don't know how the flag will go, but we'd like to see it flag out and then get ready for its next move to the upside. We do not want to break back inside this pattern. That would be bearish. We want to make sure we bounce, retest off the top or near the top, and then, you know, consolidate a bit here. So we're still inside the long trade. I believe that trade's going to take some time, a couple days, if not more, if we really want to hit our bigger targets on those trades, right? Shout out to everybody here in the chat. How's the chat doing? Who do we got here today? Let me take a look here. We got Jason Parrish. Jason, we got Music Miracles. We got Be Pray Together, man. We got J Soul 84. We got Caps Crypto. J Soul, I love you, brother. I love watching your mentality change. Now you're like a super positive guy that helps other people. See what? Unbelievable. I'll never work a job again because of the knowledge I have gotten from Sam and Master Friend. Amen. Never again, brother. Never again. Okay, smart time to buy. Just do it. God bless you, brother. Amen. You know your boy is always here. Sammy, love you, bro. Shout out to Jamal Antonio. Bro, you were spot on with Moonwell call. Up 31%. Amen. That's another reason every day someone comes here, asks for a super chat, and then they notice like 90% of the people that ask for a super chat, what I say on the super chat comes to fruition too. So we turn people into lifers who just stop by the channel because then they're like, man, he nailed it again on well. Let's take a look at Moonwell here. And it moons well, baby. And there it is, man. We had this beautiful call to the upside. Moonwell hitting 24% and more. As you said, 30. Yeah, you're right, up 30%. Absolutely nailing it. Moonwell to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Tight moving averages. High volume node. Low stochastics RSI with a bullish divergent indicator. Lack of bearish momentum. We were getting the turn. That was a perfect buy there. Secondary with no bearish momentum at all. Boom. I haven't even had a little triangle drawn there. You can see it. You can see there's a little triangle right here. Boom, boom. And that broke out. And then there's another triangle here that eventually broke out. Then there's this one that eventually broke. It's just insanity. Moonwell mooning so well. Unbelievable. To the upside. And again, how does Sammy do it? We just look at the charts. Show me the charts and I'll show you the news. We have a beautiful super chat here. It's coming in pretty heavy. It's from Blair Cypher for $49.99. And what Blair says is sending positive energy to you, Sammy, educating the people for nothing. You guys in the chat are generally so lucky to have this man's time for free. Lap it up and make gains. Love. From Scotland, brother. Shout out to Blair Cypher, man. God bless you. Thank you so much for that love and for letting them know and keeping it real with my team here, man. Bless you. Sam, I love you. I love you too. Alan Works. Love is the answer here, everybody. All right. We do teach class tomorrow. We did went over it. I'll go over it yet again. But yes, we teach class tomorrow, the last Saturday of every month. I'm telling you right now, hit the QR code right there or the link below my videos to jump into class. I'm telling you, it is a live course. I haven't seen one person take it and say it was a waste of their time. I have hundreds of testimonials, people on the live stream. They say, man, I took that course and I was never the same. I've seen people take the course and start trading better the afternoon after they take the course and then send me their results and say, this is what I did after the course. I've seen the feedback I've gotten is just insanity. Sam, if the average Bitcoin mining cost is 80K per Bitcoin now, and we have a drawback of the bear market, let's say 75 under mining costs, it would be 65 high this cycle. Your thoughts? Yeah, you're not making any sense. The average cost of Bitcoin is 53,000 to mine. All right. We have a drawback. The bear market down under mining costs. It would be 365K high this cycle. Your thoughts? Oh, you're saying by those ideas, we would have to go up to 365,000 to get back to 80K. I mean, that's an interesting concept. I've never done that. Yeah, to me, it's a little too far-fetched. Too many variables that I can't explain that go with those probabilities, right? But it's a cool idea. And I can see how you're basically back engineering the idea through the, yeah, I see what you're doing there. Like for us to get there, then where would we go then? I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting. All right. I just did like 5 advertisements. You don't watch the course? Okay, sorry. Thank you. Hurricane kicked my booty. Glad to be back. Missed you all. Sam and BB, I want to check out SHIB. Shout out to Busta Crypto, man. I was in the group 2 months before I took the class and knew nothing, almost everything he taught already, and it was still massively beneficial. A huge step up in my trading career. Look at that. And he already, he thought he knew everything already, but he didn't. Nobody knows anything already. Exactly, sir. And Bitcoin taking a beat down 68,003 for BTC. All right. Not a beat down, but but look, we're just looking for this to consolidate. That's all. So it boomed up, came back down, up inside. This is fine. No worries. We're just watching consolidation. We do not want to go below the 200 MA on the 7-minute. If we do that, that's when we're going to kind of be like, we're going to give up most of those gains. All right. If you want me to go over a coin, don't ask about it numerous times. It'll feel like spam. Please send a super chat. They only cost $1 or $2. All right. It's a cordial way to, throw your weight into the live stream. Let's take a look at SHIB Inu, which was likely about to break out not too long ago. We'll see what happens, how coins are struggling with the Bitcoin move. Thank you so much for the Tesla call, Sean. You're unbelievable for coming up with that as fast as you did. May God bless you, brother. Amazing team I have. Like, who has a better team than that? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know if anyone does. Funny, we've been trading Moonwell for a long time too. And this Moonwell call, this is we went over this yesterday. And look, it's still mooning. And this is a free call, right? We went over this on the live. It pays to show up. And again, this is where I don't focus on as much small term stuff. I'm focused on building bags for the future, because that's where the biggest money will come into my life. I firmly believe that. And so that's what I'm focused on. We're going to take a look at our baby LWOLF here, LandWolf, and see what it did. Gave it back up. Let's take a look here. Did not break out the flag. Decided to kind of lackluster slip down. Trade still valid, still above the entry, right? But kind of, but we did get a nice little pump if you swung trade it. Let's take a look if I can see anything new happening here. What is going on the daily? I mean, it had that nice double bottom bounce. To me, that pattern's a bit iffy. Almost feel like you left and came back inside the pattern, right? Like you were going to break out. It was a fake out. You came back inside. I know as untraditional this is, I've done this many times and it's interesting. Tian Mara Stong, please. Thank you so much for Jimmy, Irene, Price. God bless you, my friend. Shout out to Stanford Mine Co. May God bless my mom and dad, Daisy and Finn, Jimmy and Irene. They raised a beautiful family, my twin sister and my older sister. And we had a great family, and we went many places. And I went to the beach. I spent so many days on the beach with my dad. My mom and dad's favorite place was the beach, hands down. We had a summer house, which I was lucky to go to. And my dad was an iron worker. My mom was a school teacher. I was not born with a silver spoon. My dad just made it happen. My dad just didn't have excuses for why his family couldn't have the best. My dad was a hustler, a grinder, and someone that just never said no. Like, he could get it. If he believed it was his, it was. You know, he didn't have huge aspirations. He was a pretty humble guy when it comes down to it. He just wanted to have more than he needed for his family. And he did. Him and my mom left us all with a little something, like, and they were hardworking people. May God bless them both. May God bless your family or your parents, your aunt, uncle, niece, nephew, brother, sister, son, daughter, everyone in your family, grandma, grandpa, godfather, godmother, the dog, the cat, you know, anyone close to you. May God bless them all. Because, Lord, I know how it feels to lose someone you love. And it's a tough thing. LWOLF, baby. If LWOLF doesn't get it together here, it's got some bearish divvy now forming after that bump. You know, we needed to get above resistance. So a little bit of bearish divvy there for LWOLF. Seemed like it did play out. Untraditional. Could it bounce here, though? There's a chance. If not, you're looking for LWOLF to come somewhere down to like 53965. Let's take a look at ADA, C6, and SUI as we get through these super chats coming at us hard on a Friday. God bless the 1,372 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. And it's Fridays, right? Less people want to watch the market on Fridays. Less volume on Fridays. We went over Cardano in depth. I recorded that video. I got to send it to you, Sean. I got a recording, but that'll come out, I believe. Let's put that out tomorrow afternoon, Sean. I'll send it to you after the stream. I'll send it together. I'll send you the weekly technical macro, and then I'll also send you that Cardano video. All right. Just joined the 99. Shout out to everybody that joined the 99, man. God bless you. Thank you. And it's very simple. We make it very easy to join my trading group. You just go right here, hit cryptolifer.com. And I haven't taken a day off, everybody, since in 4 years. It's 1,400 streams. Like, I'm here tomorrow. I'm every 7 days a week. You never hear me just disappear from the trading group for 3 days and come back and say, like, oh yeah, don't worry, you got this. And, you know, I go over the charts every single day. This is my brand new website. Jump on in, unlock financial freedom today. You can join us now by hitting that link and then subscribe to either, you know, a monthly subscription, a quarterly subscription, or an annual. God bless everybody that does that. I appreciate it. You know, that's my school. That's my education. That's my dream. To sell education. You know, Harvard does it, Yale does it. I think I do it better. I think I could produce more millionaires than these schools and at a far less price. So I believe my school competes with the best schools in the world because I want to give you a leg up and an edge. And I found an edge somehow, some way, and I want to be able to give it to you. So I save you time. I make you pay for it. That's what it is. It's just like Uber, man. If you can save people time, you can charge a fee. That is the business. That is capitalism. All right. Bitcoin back to 68,440. And we're seeing some fun movement here for BTC. As you can see, I'm still inside the long. I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. Do I add to the long is the question and make this a spicier hit here after it does a nice, beautiful retest there off that top trend line on the smaller time frame. When you just kind of include this in the bigger picture, and it looks like we may come down to the bottom of the channel one more time. Take a look at my 1 minute for a second. Look, it almost punched the 200 MA, but it bounced before that. I'm just sticking to the 1 hour. When there's a lot of volatility like that, I'm a little off. I'm not as quick to be on the smaller time frames because I know they're vicious, and I'm not going to lose my skins for no reason. This trade's still valid, completely valid, and in the green. All right, above the entry there at about 67, 68K even when we talked about it. So I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. I'm still long, and they've been toying with it. But look, back above 68.5, and we could start getting a bigger pump here. BTC, let's go, baby. We already hit a short squeeze earlier on the live. Can we do it again? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Funny, I forget to post, and people don't show up because like, oh, he didn't post a link. Is he live? I'm like, of course I'm live. Where are my lifers at, baby? We're going to do the NASDAQ and all. All right. So far, so good with this trade. I like what I'm seeing. Let me get back into the super chats. And they're coming in hard and fast. Can you look at Axelar for us, Sammy? God bless. B. Tyler. Yes, I can. And then this beautiful $49.99. And you people are awesome. $146 in chat revenue, the super chat. Ever since the market started to rip, the super chat started getting crazy. And you can see my show coincides with what's happening. You'll see a couple super chats, people asking a few things. Cardano's in a giant cup and handle. I feel like it couldn't get any lower. You know, it might actually come down to the bottom of this channel one more time at 25. But to me, that would be its last time, right? And then eventually it'll eventually slowly make its move back up. Does it get back to the all-time high of like $3.08, $3.10? I think it can. I believe it. You never know. Let's see if this cup and handle can hit its first target at 122, and we'll go from there for Cardano. Shout out to Love Learning, Crypto Billy, Lakochi Coker, and everyone that holds that wrench. God bless you guys for holding me down and being supportive every single day here on the channel. Let's take a look at C6, Sui, Mara, Axelar. Okay, let's take a look at. Make sure. I feel like we might have missed one though. Hold on. No, you're right. Okay, let's take a look at C6. C6 is down in the dumps. I bought it and it looked nice and it was sideways for a long time. Didn't really do nothing, and then out of nowhere it just took a dump. And I feel like the chart, they might have rug pulled. See, and I had to look at it like it could pump, but I had an alert. But this thing, I don't know what happened to it. It looks like a rug pull to me. It was just sideways for months and then just decided. Right? No one's really tried to buy it up. No one speculates. I don't hear anything about it. Honestly, I don't know. They could be done. Like, did the team give up? Rounded bottoms do pay the bills. Could be the lowest prices ever if you believe in the project, but I can't tell you that I do. So, to me, it's just bearish. You know, you wait for smaller time frames to break the 200 if they can. Just look for the 1 hour to break, then the 4 hour, and things could change. But I lack passion for this TA here because it's just the chart just been going straight down for a long, long time. Hey Sam, could you please take? I don't know what take is, but shout out to Dara Demidova. Can you please take a look at something, right? Dara, what did you mean? If you all don't hit the likes right now, I'm allowed. You're funny. Shout out to Dark Matters. Thank you. Sam, I won big time today. 20x leverage long Bitcoin. I think it's time to sell. I mean, why not, dude? If you're up huge, take some profits. By all means, take some profits if you're up huge. They got her mid super chat. You're funny. Yeah. Maneki making a little move today. I love Maneki. It's been super bullish as well. All right. Tomorrow's class will be amazing. It will. It's pretty wild to watch the swing from no super chats to a couple trickling in to having to stay late to cover them all. Yeah, and you see it. It'll start happening more and more to the point of no return. And that's that Google search and people coming on in. And then people are like, I want my super chat and I want it now, right? And you're like, don't worry, hold your horses over here. Easy, easy, easy. Let's take a look at Sui and SHIB. Mara, Axelar, SCI, Sui and SHIB. Let's take a look at our baby Sui here on MEXC. And again, when you make as many great calls, people want to know what you have to say. So you listen, I've gone over this many times that I'm not going to change. And again, it's very untraditional to regular people because most people don't do this. But to me, the 3-day chart is going to the 21-day moving average. And at that point, if we can touch a 618 golden pocket, that would be a beautiful place to accumulate some SUI at 141. A lot of unlocks, all right? A lot of hype. A lot of scared investors that are in now that are up big and don't know if they should get in or, and now they're wondering, man, I just play the 3-day and this is likely to reset. Now, there's a chance we bounce here and we don't go any lower. So let's see if you get the bounce start to consolidate. If we would consolidate, then you'd say, well, that's probably your last chance to get in the flag. But if you close the candle below here, you wait for this flag to play out. You wait for us to touch the 21 and possibly come to the 618 Fibonacci retracement. So I still see it. And when I was here, I said, you're coming to the 21. It's been slowly. It takes time. Each of these 3-day candles. So we're talking 9 days, we can reconvene and look at this and see where we're at each time, right? But that will be 3 more candles. We're very likely to be somewhere here 9 days from now at the like 177 region, 168 possibly. I got in at 90. Remember, I sold at 166 and 170. As it continued to pump, I did not FOMO back in. It was so hard for me not to do that. I saw people throwing huge money in at 183, 5,000, 10,000, and I was like, you don't buy the top. You know, you slow, you wait. You got to be patient. This is very hard for people to do. Most people's emotions, they would have run back in or not been able to wait to get back at the right time. I used to think I had the emotions to do this, and I learned I had to have like the emotions of literally like a monk, dude. You know, and I gain more patience as the markets teach me over time, and you will too. So I see SUI coming back down here to the 21-day moving average, somewhere to the tune of 171. And there's a good chop around that area where we could sit too. So, and I could be wrong. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, but it looks very likely to me that that's what we're going to see happen to SUI. And so far, I'm about a third. It's done a third exactly what I wanted it to do. It's done exactly what it should be doing. Like, you know, 30% of the chart like did exactly what it should so far. So let's see if it follows through and continues. SHIB, everyone wants a piece of SHIB. Everyone wants a little SHIB Inu. I like SHIB here in this symmetrical triangle on the 3-day chart. A little overbought, but sideways price action, and memes are still kind of running the show here. They're getting more articles read about them, more and more people. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy in trading, and everyone's telling us memes are going to be the biggest thing ever, so they're going to be. Because then I'm going to FOMO into them thinking, now I got to get into memes. You see how it creates the rationale? And then next thing you know, that is the status quo. Now we're getting some red candle there. Again, if we lose this, we'll fall down and we'll double bottom at 1587. But watch precariously. If you hold this trend line and start to bounce, then there's an even more likelihood we move. And then once the daily crosses the 200 MA, we're gone. And you can see that there is a golden cross beginning to get front run, because there's your 200 will continue this way. Your 50 there, and then boom. And usually you're already here when that happens. So this is telling me a move is coming for SHIB, and it's coming soon. So SHIB reminder, I would set an alert on SHIB like this. Vertical line, right click, because price action, you can put it on these lines, but you don't know if it's ever going to go up or down. You know it has to go to the right. So one genius day, I said, why don't I just put alerts to the right? No one taught me. It was my own weird thought. So whenever you see these blue lines on my chart vertically, it's because I'm putting an alert there. When price action crosses it, I want to see if price action's where I want it to be, where I project it to be. If it is, I'm in. If it's not, then I don't care. It's such a beautiful way to trade. So not only do I use patterns, stochastics RSI, VRVP, Fibonacci, support or resistance, right? Trend lines, but I'm also using, a select style of proper risk management, and I'm using alert systems that give me where I've already future projected where I want price to go. And I only really want to take trades that play out into the projections in which I've given them. If they play out in that projection, the probability is higher that I'm going to make it. The probability is higher that the trade will play out. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. Remember, is the 21 close? Is the 200? Are you front running a golden cross? Moving averages tell a story. The high volume node you're sitting on tells a story. You've already got through the gap here. It's likely you won't go back down through the gap. You're going to go up through the next gap. I am bullish on SHIB. SHIB looks good to me. And yeah, I got to say it. And that's been a call in the trading group for a few days now. SHIB Unu. Marathon Digital. Everyone knows I'm a true believer of Marathon. We got in at $8 and $9. Took a little nibble at 18, but very small amount. Marathon looks like it get all the way back to $48. Bit of a kind of cup with a handle, falling wedge here. And come on, Marathon, like you got to start making some type of move. Remember, we hit that $30 level, then we hit another 34, only to come back down 2 times. It bounced off of like 13 and find this medium price. So people really like it around 13. They like to sell it up there in the 30s. And it's kind of in a non-sellable area and where people aren't willing to load up either. It's kind of like, we need this thing to kind of start to make a move. It's got a bit of an Adam and Eve here. That could play out in our favor. I'm bullish on NARA long term. I like what I'm seeing. The weekly is low. Let me look at our 2-week chart. Our 2-week chart, which is like my go-to. suggests that this is the perfect time to buy. The last time MARA was low in the 2-week chart like this was right here, October 9th of 2023, when I first started looking at it and we got in that $8 region, and then boom, right? Is it ready for another 4X? It looks like it very well may. And that was when we had that massive bull run. Things are about to pump again. MARA will go up with that run. I believe I'll be getting out of MARA, probably sell half at 27 and maybe the next half at 38. Who knows if we'll go all the way, right? But MARA, baby. I like what I'm seeing on the bigger time frames. And the target there would take us to 49, possibly $50 marathon digital. Let's take a look at XLR, AXL. XLR, baby. One of the coins that when it rips insane. I always remember it ripping, and it ripped in. It was just the amount of ripping that it did was just nuts. Like I was like, it was like the coin that got away. Let's take a look at XLR. I think you put it's got a different ticker on MEXC than it does everywhere else, which I don't know why. It's like AX. I'll figure it out. No. Maybe it has the R there. Anyway, we'll look at it here on Binance. But XLR is hot. It is on Blowfin. It's everywhere. It's on MEXC. So rounded bottoms pay the bills. We had a beautiful rounded bottom, higher lows, right? I had this flag. That flag did play out. And now previous supporters resistance. Heavy resistance right here for Bitcoin. And it's coming back down to these key areas, right? I mean, for XLR, sorry. I say Bitcoin so much. But shoulder, head, right shoulder. Resistance, broke back above. So that level, it doesn't look like it's going to go lower than 73 cents again. How it plays out, we don't know exactly, but you'd like to see it consolidate somewhat. The chance it comes here, bounces off the bottom trend line one more time, but I would watch it consolidate, and anywhere between, I'd say 67 and 80 cents is just like a steal for XLR. I really don't see it going lower than 73 cents though, but you never know. Look for this flag to play out tight, rounded bottom, and then boom. It's already going through this gap of the VRVP, suggesting that it's obviously going to get to $1 before it ever retraces, because it's got that momentum through the gap. Okay. Stefan, because Bitcoin is sucking the life out of them. Yeah. 68,500 for Bitcoin. And Bitcoin showing strength today. Look at that. Boom, boom. And that's the retest we were looking for. This is why we had this flag. We might even need a smaller time frame to make sense of this puppy. And again, I got to delete my projections, as great as they are. So yeah, you're watching something like, did we come down and go sideways? We might pump higher and do something more like this. Go right up and start a beautiful flag. This would be awesome. And remember, I didn't give up that other trade because I had that feeling there was no reason to. I'm still up at a long 1,400% on MODENG from yesterday. That's crazy. God bless you, man. You guys have more risk tolerance than I do. I was going to dabble with possibly opening up a futures trade on GOAT, just because, there's a lot of talk. It has a lot of volume. We may want to take advantage of that, right? Just one click truly helps the other's life or find the community. Hit the like button, everybody. It helps more people come to the stream. It's just a positive thing to do. If you're a positive person, it helps more positive energy come into your life too when you do good things for others. So if you want to feel good about yourself, if you want that extra energy, you want that higher frequency, hit the like button. It's like the easiest thing you can do to gain karma. Please look at KEKEC, Balkendorf on ETH. Thank you. Shout out to Margaret Ness. God bless you, Margaret. And now we got SEI, BONGO, Sol, CPOOL, WFTC or SWFTC, and MODENG. So we got a lot coming our way here. And Bitcoin's starting to flag out nicely on this 5-minute time frame. And we can already kind of begin to project our next measured move if the flag continues this way. It tells us we can see Bitcoin at 69,681. Then I want to say, okay, BOOKMAP, show me a road, show me a path. Do you see liquidity up there? And lo and behold, wow, all the way up there. And now it's way more than there was before. It dominates the liquidity to the downside. There's way more liquidity up here. So now it's like 90% more likely that we go to the upside than to the downside for Bitcoin. This is saying, hey, you retested, you formed above the 200. The 1 hour is strong. Take advantage. Let this play out. Boom, boom, boom to the upside. So far, so good. And I have no idea what's going to happen. I can't tell you I do. All I can tell you is that we could trade these probabilities to the best of our advantage. And that's where we can sit and how we can figure it out. All right. The cat on Sol is the next 50x. Interesting. Check Caspa memes. Sammy, please look at KEKEC. You're funny. Okay, moving forward, we have so many super chats to cover in so little time. All right. Thank you so much for the new subscriber. We appreciate that. And thank you for the super chat. And let's see those balls hit the jar. Here they go. Boom. That was a subtle move. Sometimes it can be explosive. I've had to pick a few off the ground before. Just a couple times. Okay. Where are we now? Brain starting to tire down. Cyborg starting to lose battery. People are like, what the heck is going on, man? I'm always doing something in my mind, having fun with my life. I'm never in that pocket where I'm predictable. And I never want to be predictable. All right? Predictable people are boring. I don't want to be boring. I want to be fun and interesting. I want the stream to be something that you never know, you know? Let's take a look at Bongo on Sol. Bongo Cat, CPOOL. I'll look at CPOOL because it's right here. You know, Clearpool looked interesting to me. Looked like it could get some gains. You know, not too long ago. Got back above its daily. See, this is so key. I mean, that's like, I can't say it's a guarantee, but in my life, the one way to make the gains the most is when the daily breaks the 200 and just saddling up and letting it fly. So likely that however this goes, it's going to go to the upside because you got the golden cross about to occur. You're front running that. I mean, this is super bullish. I'd even take like the wick to wick here. And then you got this beautiful gap in the VRVP. Not a lot of resistances. Really just 1, 2 really to fly through. Kind of there's your Adam and Eve in a way. Not the best, but higher lows. I mean, this is what I look at. This is like what I live for. Tight moving averages. You're about to get the golden cross. You're inside the bull pennant. We like to buy red candles. We got some red going on today on the daily over here. I mean, my goodness, this thing is starting to look absolutely lovely. So this is like something that I would definitely put on the radar. Long-term hold, maybe yes. I don't know enough about the project to call it a long-term hold, but I would swing trade the BG. I would swing trade the goodness out of this one, man. This thing is awesome. Yeah, I would swing trade this thing for sure. Without a doubt in my mind. Let me take a look here at your bigger numbers so you can see without even thinking what I'm looking at. So there's your entry. There, the stop is 12.5. The entries now. First take profit 24. Second take profit 35. I mean, that thing looks money. Highly likely to play out. You've got the golden cross coming too as well. You got a lot of reasons why this is starting to show signs of life. All right. And it also is above the 200 MA. Huge. I'm telling you, these are just like, and it's consolidating bullishly, right? As it's going sideways. Golden cross about to occur. Like, so you're front running the golden cross. I mean, this is just, hey, I'm not a scientist. I can't tell you what's going to happen. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, but man, the data is screaming that CPOOL is about to have a move from what my years of data, but I could be wrong. Who knows? Who knows? MODENG about to go on another run on the 15. God bless Sam. Guide him with your infinite wisdom. Use him as a vessel to uplift your children so they may receive your grace. Amen. Thank you, Laylo. God bless you, man. That's the first time anyone wrote like a prayer in the super chat, I think, in my life. God bless you. Maybe not, but like the way you did it in that way, yeah. Wow, unbelievable. Yeah, so this load sometimes loads at other times. I couldn't explain why it sometimes likes to load, and then it will come right back on in a second eventually, and I'm like, but what's the point? Like, there we go. So what we want to look at is KEKEC ETH, the Balkan Dwarf. All right, KEKEC, the Balkan Dwarf, at a $13 million market cap, lock liquidity at $1 million, has that lock symbol, got that shoulder head, right shoulder, cup with that handle, low, high, higher, low, trend established, right, for a move to the upside. If you were swing trading it speculatively, it looks like this flag may break out and give you a little bit of gains. So the resistance there at 4532. Now let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame, and it's in a giant cup and handle, and it's actually gaining some momentum. Agreed. I mean, look at it. Daily's a little overbought, needs to come back down, but it's retesting previous support and resistance. This is a meme that could go to zero. It's high risk. I don't want to act like I'm like loving on this coin. I'm just loving on the TA though. At the end of the day, it is making this falling wedge. See if it consolidates. Anywhere in there would be that buy zone if you believe in it. And could it 10x to 130 million? Anything is possible. Nice little flag there. This is interesting. Thank you, Sammy. Stay blessed and have a great weekend. Get out with the family and friends in the ocean. Shout out to Lolo. We love you, man. We love you, Lolo. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's a man or woman. We love you. Thank you so much for the love. We appreciate it. May God bless you. Bitcoin getting rejected back to 69.3. And this is that weekend. This is like they're already starting that low volume weekend beginning trading. Like that back and forth price action. But look, no worries, man. Just keeping your flags intact. As long as the flags stay intact, we're good to go. Might be making a falling wedge here, you know, and then again, as long as we stay out of that bigger pattern. Once we break back inside the pattern, we get bearish. Once you lose the 200 MA, you get bearish. Until those times, you're just consolidating, not to be stressed. Everything is fine. Check my super chat, brother. We're getting through them all set, man. We're getting there. One step at a time, my man. One step at a time. We have them all listed right here. We're getting through them as we go. Let's take a look at SEI, USDT. All right, on MEXC. SEI losing that 40 level, getting bearish, making a double top now. Come on, man. I put a boatload in right there. I'm down maybe $1,500, but it's a long-term hold. I got more money for SEI if it folds. Come on, baby. Come on. Wick back inside that pattern and show us the love. Now it's breaking the daily 200 MA. Not the best sign. 3 days oversold. A lot of time frames are oversold. 3 day has a little leg to the 200, but we got those tight moving averages. I wouldn't be surprised to make a shoulder kind of head, makes another right shoulder, gets tight, and starts to break on out. I'm bullish on it overall. Actually think these are great prices for SEI. I do own a boatload, so there you have it. But come on, SEI, baby. You're about to get that move after Sui calmed down. Now Bitcoin's kind of bringing us lower. I am seeing some bearishness. Where do we go if SEI loses this key level? I mean, you lose that level, it seems like you would come and test 36 cents. All right. You did lose the 200 MA on the 4-hour time frame. No any strong bullish div on any smaller time frame. Little bit of bullish div there. It's very hard, but that swung down. Well, that not really though. No. And the 5 actually, the 15-minute actually looks like it's in a bit of a flag. So I gotta be honest. I mean, SEI looks bearish to me. I'm not someone that just says things are good because I own them. Like SEI looks bearish. I don't know what they're doing here. I really like that what was supposed to play out. We were up nice. We were at 40, went up to 48, right? But we got that high 50, and then that was about it for SEI. Follow the Ave whale that dumped money in DYDX. What say you, Sam? I mean, DYDX is interesting. We actually had a setup for it about a week, like 4 or 5 days ago, and I hadn't brought it up in a while. So we'll take a look at that. Shout out to JV, man. Thank you for being here. Pump your own bags. I really don't need anyone to pump my own bags. God has done so much for me. I do not need anyone to pump my own bags. I'm not someone that wants something from anybody else. So I wouldn't use you guys to pump my own bags because I can make my own money. You see what I mean? I'd feel like a squirmy, like weakling that needed people to pump my bags. I don't need that. The market will go where it's going to go, and God has a plan for all of us. And once you submit to God, there's already determined amount of money you're like God knows what you're willing, what you're worth. And so like you're going to get what you deserve in this world, good and bad, right? Does anyone know if we did ADA yet? I was working. Yeah, we did. Yeah. And tomorrow you're going to see like a big ADA top-down analysis too. But yeah, SEI looks like it could drop down to 37. I'm not trying to be the bearish of bear news here, but it's a little bearish. I don't want that to happen. I own it. I'm just going over what I see in the chart. 68,280 now. Bitcoin struggling. What a weird day for back and forth price action. And honestly, it looks like we may just do this for the next, 8 to 9 hours. And then we're going to have to make a decision. Either we dump back down here to 65.7 or we dump up to 71,000. So we're making a symmetrical triangle that could break out either way. It's 50-50. And, I'm just giving you guys what it is. This is what it is. It's a 50-50 pattern. You can't, force it anything different than it is. And it could go either way here later on tonight. Looks like it'll take 8 hours to find out. Tell me about the alt C's. That's why I have big respect. Amen. Thank you. Shout out to Crypto Brothers. Shout out to everybody here. MODENG got a Binance perp listing today. It's mooning. Usually that means they're going to dump it pretty hard. Yeah, I'd be careful. Yeah. I really would. KEKEC doesn't look too bad, I have to be honest. The TA pans out pretty nicely. You want MODENG on Sol or MODENG on ETH, right? Wow, look at that move though, huh? That's crazy. So it went up 100% in a second. Just out of nowhere, just went boom. So that's sustainable for sure. Look, now it's making an inverted head and shoulder with a flag. I mean, that flag could play out. So far it is. That target takes you to 28. I wouldn't chase that, but it looks likely. The TA is saying, hey, you're going to 28 cents. Large liquidity down at 66,650. Binance listing on perp. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. Sometimes that creates a dump, though. If Samurai has a boy, you should name him Samtoshi. You're funny. They pump it, and then in an hour, yeah, they'll dump it. Okay. Okay, Sam, stay blessed. Thank you. Ave on whale dump on DYDX. We'll see DYDX continuation. KEKEC. Uplift with the wisdom. He's a vessel to uplift you. God bless for that prayer. MODENG. Gainitis. It's handy. Yeah, Sammy Cup and Handy is patient zero. Thanks, brother. Love you. Yep, exactly. Funny, right? CPOOL, we nailed it. We got to look at SWFTC. And you already got so much information today. I mean, you're full. So Swift coin, you know, it's just making this rounded bottom. To me, if you believe in the process, if you've studied the team, if you like what you see, this would be one of the greatest prices to ever snatch this thing up. You're basically buying the lows of this cycle, but you never know. But it's telling you that's it. And I could be wrong. Maybe it dumps to zero, but that you have to believe that we're entering into the more of a hyper phase of the rally, and then that that's a higher low. And you know, I'm going to go on a whim here and say that's likely probably going to be the lowest price you can get this coin, unless it hits the bottom of this trend line one more time. That'll probably be it. Okay, we looked at Axelar, SEI. Looks like we looked at everything out here. Let's look at DYDX. So DYDX rounded bottom as well, right? But so I put out this trade here. I put this out to the trading group one day. I was like, it looks like, you know, it went a little lower, but then it continued to pump hard, only to come back down. So let's kind of get rid of the moving averages, start fresh, look at it on the biggest time frame we can find, maybe the 3-day chart here. So yeah, I mean, it finally bottomed, right? And then it made a higher low there, and then it pumped, gave it back though. This thing was hot, and then a lot of people, the liquidity kind of dried up. I don't like, you mean like not many people wanted to trade it as much as they used to. It's kind of rounding itself. It's got to break back above this 146, and then I'll start taking it somewhat seriously. It isn't much further away from its previous lows though, which is a good sign as far as price goes, but it's not my cup of tea. I think there's way better out there. They don't promote it as much as, like, it's not going to get a lot of buzz. It's not like a meme. They're not going to market it. They ran it as a pretty good. I'm not saying something big can't happen. I don't want to hate on the team, but it's as far as coins are, it's somewhat of a quiet coin. Like, let's be honest. Oh my God. Thank you. I was like, why are you opening the door? I got so nervous. Wow, Bitcoin 68,240 struggling today. No love for BTC. But remember, we got stop loss at break even, and we already took profits. We can't lose on those left trades. You want to be giving back your money. Shout out to anyone that gave fan funding today. We got Jamal Antonio, Artemio, Doroshenko. We got RC Moore, John Collin, Taylor Thompson, Jumper DCS World, Players Cypher, Busta Crypto, Stanford Monco LLC, Artemio Doroshenko again, my man, Jonathan Reynolds, my man. The wife and I are headed back home for a week in Nashville, listening to The Lifer while traveling. Let's go, baby. Nashville was awesome. Good times in Nashville for me this July. B. Tyler, Daria Demidova, and Crypto Degenerate 503. Can you take a look at? Yes, we looked at that. Can you please? And 2 people asked about that coin. Did they, or no, they didn't know? Okay, I thought they did, man. Yeah, wait, I thought someone, yeah, they're there. Crypto Degenerate. Oh, maybe he asked twice. Bongo, the cat ending 9 US Dex screener. All right. And let's take a look at our Bongo, baby. Bongo the cat. $10 million market cap. Starting to make a rounded bottom. I don't trust a lot. Most people are going to, 70% of people are going to lose their shirt trading these memes. Maybe even more than that. But, look for the right shoulder. Look for it to not make look for it to make a higher low. Bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom there. Honestly, the TA suggests it can play out. I think you could put a stop on Jupiter with limit orders, so you could put a limit order to get out. Possibly it's going to break out and go to almost 4 cents. It's sitting at a penny now. Possible 4x, 3x coming out of it. But again, it's up to you. God bless you all. God bless Gus Nardelli. I love you, brother. I hope everything's going well with you, Gus. Had a really good time hanging out with you on the one-on-one. May your family, both your sons, your beautiful wife, man, You look like you had a wonderful life and you had a great mentality. May everything work out in your favor. Continue to push forward, man. And may God bless you. Thank you so much for the super chat. You didn't have to, but you did. Shout out to everybody here. $200 in super chat. You people are absolutely unbelievably amazing. May God bless you all. I really appreciate it. I don't deserve such nice behavior, but you guys are awesome. Shout out to the channel sponsors, iTrust Capital, the best place to get in for your retirement. No one else has it this organized and this well situated for you to get ready for your retirement. Hit the QR code or the link below to find out more about iTrust Capital. All right, they got SUI, they got NEAR, they got TON, they got it all. Solana still holding 174. Blessings. And imagine holding a big retirement call on Solana when it goes from 174 to $1,000. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We appreciate you, we love you, and we care about you. And shout out to iTrust Capital that does the same. Shout out to Decrypted.tax. When you make all these gains, what do? You're going to have to find a way to pay those taxes. Go to Decrypted.tax. They're going to be able to fine tune it, make it nice and clean and easy for you to figure it out. Schedule a free consultation today at Decrypted.tax. Okay, moving forward, I'm going to jump on out early today. All right, which I usually don't, but I do. I have someplace I got to be at about 12:15, and I got to do that macro technical analysis video that takes me a good amount of time to do. If I'm lucky, I'm going to get out of here at 12:05. Bitcoin about to lose 68,000. I don't know why the crazy volatility today, but again, let's take a look at what's happening to BTC. And these altcoins starting to bleed a little bit with Bitcoin. It's been a tough week of trading for sure. So we had this flag drawn. It could go to 65.2 or all the way up, right? We don't. Isn't that crazy? I'm just looking at the MEXC chart. Funny, we nailed that call. Hit the exact first target. I have so many charts. I hadn't looked at that one in like 4 days or something. So let's take a look. Okay, not so bad, but we're trying to get back inside the pattern again. Stop doing that. That's no good. Stop. You know, actually, let's open it up and say, let's get rid of the moving averages for anyone jumping on in for a second here. Let's calm your nerves. It's okay. I mean, a chance we're in a bigger channel. We're going to come back to the bottom here. Back to the 21, but you know, it does look like just very tight price action. And it's almost like we just I wouldn't be surprised if we just go sideways for most of the day between 67.7 and 68.7. You know what I'm saying? If we lose the 200 MA on the 15 minute, I'll stress a short. Then we'll look for a flag on the 15, then we will take it down. Until then, I'm not short nothing, and I'm just watching price action. And I'm not going to overreact too much on a Friday with low volume. You know what I mean? Just keep your head about you. Can you check out KEKEC? KEKEC. HAWKTOSHI. Is that what it is? I don't know. You said KEKEC. I don't see KEKEC though. Yeah. I see HAWKTOSHI, which is crazy. Look at this, rug pulls all day long. Stay away from a lot of this stuff. Be careful. That's what happens to most of these coins. They go to le zero, right? All right, did we get all the super chats? Are we done? I have to jump on out. Super chats cleared. All the super chats cleared. All right. Everybody, I got to jump on out of here for the day. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll be back tomorrow morning for another beautiful update. I don't know where everyone went today. Maybe my morning, my beginning was off or something, or it is Friday too. But I mean, the charts are the charts. There's still action here. We got a beautiful short squeeze of the live. Can you believe we went all the way to 68.6, 68.8 almost already? And the volatility's been pretty crazy. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for making the stream absolutely amazing. I cherish the fact that a beautiful 1,500 people came to this live. Unbelievably blessed. Thank you to everyone that learned something, found something new, or if I cleared your super chat. I appreciate you for throwing down. Shout out to anyone that gave to the stream. $214 in chat revenue. That's absolutely beautiful. I appreciate you all. Everyone have a wonderful day. Stay blessed, stay amazing, and I'll catch you on the next live stream.